We're just going to do an extra session now, just where Johanna and I can talk about a few things in a little bit more detail and a few things that Johanna didn't get a chance to cover. So we'll just talk through some of those. So I was keen in the background, just listening to what I'm doing here at the Business Centre with our team. And one of the things that we did, because we had a sense that this was going to be an evolving set of circumstances and conditions that we wouldn't be able to control in any real way. So we had a meeting quite early on and we formed up our policy and our safe operating procedures. So we did that as a team meeting, and the guys came back with some really good feedback, one of which for us was to actually set up a COVID-19 warden, so that we had one place where there was one person in the team kind of putting the official stuff together.
Sure.
And then we put that on a Slack channel. And then we also put in place a schedule, like a roster, that we've set out for the next 4 weeks. We've already changed it once, but we thought we need someone from the management team, and we need someone from our admin team, and we need one of our, like a duty business advisor.
Sure.
And so that's kind of worked for us. Have you heard of, does that sound okay? Is anyone else?
Yeah, look, I think I would recommend to most businesses to get some structure in place.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that's exactly what you guys, Perform HR, have done that as well. And I mean, setting timelines around checking in or adjusting the structure in this ever-changing.
I mean, it's changed so much, hasn't it? Like already we've gone from a skeleton staff to an even skinnier skeleton, if there's any such thing. So have you found the same things? Have you guys been adjusting as you go?
Absolutely. So I think for us, it was official on Monday that we, particularly the Newcastle office, needed to work from home. Our Sydney office has been that way for probably the last couple of weeks. But look, I dropped into the office this morning to do some printing. I, as a team leader, also in Perform HR, need to make myself available, and I have structured times that outside a sense of urgency that I'm dealing with clients, that my direct reports will call into me, or we stay engaged in that
So
space.
that's an interesting thing, isn't it? Your line management, like your structure should stay the same. I think there's a natural inclination, I think, in teams that are really focused to try and help and solve and get things done. And sometimes within that, things can go off on a tangent and you kind of lose your lines of communication. So it's really important to try and keep that.
I think for me, I just set a time adjusting to my direct reports. Some have school drop off at the moment, some have to adjust, and I set a time to check in with people, make sure they're okay, make sure they've got enough work or what they need help with capacity, and keep it really structured, but being flexible when you need to respond to either a government directive or you need to respond to
well, we found, I think, just at least having that roster. We didn't really have a roster before because we just came and did what we did. But I think a roster's given us a place and time that we can reference and adjust. And then say, well, I'm not there today. I'm not there in that thing anymore, so I don't need to be there, so I'm over here, which we didn't have to do so explicitly before. The other thing we've been working through, and you spoke about that a little bit, and we know that we can't be specific, but we can talk in general terms. We're just working through as well the whole leave issue, because who knows how long this will go on. And I noticed, and we spoke about it as a team, that when Qantas made that announcement of such a scale of 30,000 people, it was interesting to see from an HR perspective that it wasn't just what it was said. It wasn't 30,000 people go. They'd spoken about that people could go into negative leave. We know since that time in New South Wales there's access to differences around the long service leave provisions. Part-time work, helping people to be able to stay connected to the business. So what have you heard in your game, in the HR game? What's the backstories to that?
Yeah, look, fair to say, having previously worked for a multinational defence contractor in aviation, it's fair to say I have ex-colleagues who I know are having to do really defined structure on such a large scale. But I think for small business owners, you do it at the level you're at, and I think it's really, really challenging. I think HR have to be really reactive in this space, and we have to respond.
As best as you can, I guess. Okay, now just that a little bit deeper on the long service. Have you guys had a chance to look at that a little bit more?
Yeah, look, our team was straight onto that yesterday. I think it's fair to say there's a proposed announcement around Section 4 of the Act, and that's specifically about New South Wales easing access to long service leave, and this is going to be an option for business, and this ultimately will allow employees to access their long service leave early as a temporary measure to help keep employees employed.
Okay. So it's a fine tuning or better access to an existing provision.
Absolutely. Okay. And I think it's a response that we need. We need to be able to provide options to our employees in this current climate.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be like.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you don't think we covered that you like to raise, or anything you'd just like to share from, as a reflection of this?
Look, I think it's fair to say, for me, working in the HR space, there's always that concern around employees' well-being, and I think business owners need to protect their business and make really tough, responsive decisions. But look, take the time to check in with your employees that they're going okay, because directives will get made, and they might be okay now, but circumstances either in their families, their extended families, or within society means that they might not be okay tomorrow.
I might just move towards us closing on the extras, but we didn't want to say in our conversation a little bit there after the broadcast, but is it too early to start talking about new ways? Can we do something differently?
I think for some it is too early. I think they're still needing to rapidly respond and change. But for me, this will outline different times. We will work differently. We will need to treat our employees differently, allowing different options in the future. So I think even for me, there's lessons learnt that I'm considering moving forward.
And I guess we've all got to get through this together.
Sure.
And hence we're collaborating with a whole range of experts such as yourself and Perform HR, who are giving of your time. When the creditor of the creditor of the creditor is the bank. I think there's nothing else but for all industries to be able to support each other through this, and so I want to thank you for the goodwill that Perform HR has provided us, and also for your time and the preparation that you did for this. And obviously, if anyone wants to talk to you guys, they can contact us. So we just like to check out of that one, and I hope you enjoyed that extras. Thank you.